Today's points we're going to start with what we call partial to be the partial derivative, partial versus the total correlogram. And it's a series of video that is reaching to the plots there. So the correlogram. Let me just maybe make a present now. And simple like this one. And essentially, when it starts with an AR, AI is stand for layout to regressive moving average. And I'm assuming that my today's price of petroleum is depending on the level time is yesterday price of oil as any external shocks that can happen on the markets, like some sentiment news. So when I just go to as in program, I will find that by lag one, I will have still a big impact. When I go to lag two, to be a slight zero, area, lag three, impact will decrease. Till to lag four, impact will decrease. Usually, when we look at the 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 99, the 90, when you look at the moving average on the other side, MA stand for the moving average. One, two very different. That's my today's price of petroleum, oil, is depending on external shocks as it was today, plus yesterday with I think yesterday was when we try to plot it in the correlogram to get a difference from this is lag 0, lag 1, lag 2, lag 3, lag 4. It will be that for lag 1 to be the one with the one, and then the remaining will be smaller than maybe two shots. There is no impact till to lag 4. So we try to put what we can call like the degrees of freedom. Yeah, the degrees of freedom maybe like this one, 95% increase, it will be up. And the remaining lags will be one lag is outside, but the remaining down, the remaining lags will be going down. When you look at the degree of freedom for the arm, AR, but also reversing at 95%. So all will be outside the degrees of freedom, 95%. We will be exceeding 95%. That was that is a total, a total, it's a total revenue. So we move to the downside about partial for PCA, partial declaration. We detect things which are very differently. We still also again have some Cartesian plan. One, two, three. The impact for the overall for the first points for the AR will be high. The remaining will be very small because it's a change. So looking at the change, looking at this change, looking at this change, looking at this change, this small changes. So that's what is presented by you. So it becomes very small as we go further. But for the first line, there was no change. And still in my vision normally, I will be saying to the regression, hold one. Today's price of oil in the markets depends on my role. Yesterday price of oil, perhaps any external shows. And when we look at the degrees of premium, as we did in the earlier, it will be it's up to 95%. We are only able to exceed the 95%. And if, if it is an AI tool, it's part of the program how it needs to look like to be looking at the screen. And then I'll be having for the first one the biggest variation, the biggest impact, small one, then small, small. And I will be having the AI tool that relates to regression tool, which is depending on today's price of oil, is depending on yesterday price of oil, plus the day before yesterday, oil and two. Next, no shocks from news, maybe funk news or the USA market news, what else can affect the oil prices. Let us move to random drifts. Random drifts. We can proceed with also random drifts. It's another point. Random walk, which you call a random walk. It's similar to a drunk walk. So the drunk walk from the bar to our home is a bit weird. It's a bit weird. So if someone is coming from a bar to his home or her home, it will be a bit weird. Like this one, it can go like up and down again, then up to reach to the home. So when you try to put line on feet to be weird. So it will be next equal to um, alpha times t. So that's how a random walk with drip is looking like. So we like to develop up to this point. I will be start with my, let me assume maybe our oil prices it's dripped. Today's price of oil we're paying to intercept plus yesterday price or plus any external shocks in the markets. And we assume that those external shocks are normally identically distributed, independently and identically distributed, independently and identically distributed, with a mean of zero and the value of sigma 2, so which means my error terms are normally distributed, still normally distributed. And when we move to the second one, if we want to just change by adding many labs because we want to see previous way how it is affecting today's price. We can say that the alpha will be the now plus yesterday price for oil plus oh no, the day before yesterday it's minus 2 plus 19 so shocks. So yesterday and today's shocks. But when I go to the day before yesterday, all three lags to the alpha plus an alpha plus xt minus the oil price of 3 days ago plus stocks of 2 days ago plus stocks of 1 days ago plus alpha. Now that's now remaining with xt equal to alpha t plus alpha naught plus the summations of any information from 0 up to t, which is equal to 1, with all the summations of that is existing to the matrix. And when I apply the expected, if we apply the expected on both sides, if we just apply the expected, so the expected one, so the expected expectations of xt, we remove we affect this value by 0. Expectations of the constants is being removed, and the expectation of the summation of all the information is also assumed to be 0 because there is no variable. It's also a constant because it is normally distributed. And that's why we find that the expected of xt is remain with the alpha times t. It's an random walk, but with drift. So the drift, it's a train in normal terms. Drifts can be called a train. So you to understand, and its variance will be xt, the solutions of r is equal to 0, t equal to 1. The variance will be solutions of all my L sums t to I, which is giving us the t again, sigma quantum. And on the graphical points, as I was saying, more we know it's something which is not stationary. It's removing the weights once. It's like someone who is coming from a bar to his home. He will be passing, or he or she will be passing the wave, but not a straight wave. So then when you put just a trend, the lines will be x equal to the alpha times trend, which is similar to this one, this information. Yes,